Hello, this is David Dustin for Clouds to Max, and I wanted to go over some of the new features of our latest version of our Clouds to Max plugin. So the first thing we'll do is we'll open up an existing file. And if you have a previously created Clouds to Max file, we're going to suggest that you go through and actually reanalyze your cloud and then actually resave it, and that's going to be right here. So you would actually reanalyze your scene. I won't do it now, I've already done this one, but it will take quite a while. And then when you are finished, make sure that you save it. Either save it again as the original name or save it again as a different name that has been processed. A couple of things to see at first. First of all, we have the nitrous interface working now. So if you were to look under viewports, you see that we're actually using the Nitrous Direct 3D, and that works very responsively. I like it a lot. We'll be talking about rendering, and we'll be talking about some of the other features. The plugin also works in 3D Studio Max 2015, so that looks really good. First thing I want to do is I'm going to switch to the top view, and you'll also notice that when you're in the top view you shouldn't see that performance lag that we used to see in the older version if you were in a non-perspective mode. So I'm actually going to create a helper, and I'm going to create an edit box, and I'm going to show you one of the features that I use the most. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an edit box, and I'll move it, and you can scale the boxes just like before. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm actually going to blur the points. And if you notice, if you click under your command panel, and you can choose to either hide or show the points. But this is you can delete the points if you want to. You can also clone the points. So if you have a section of your point cloud that you just want to clone as it is. So as an example, say you have a wrecked vehicle and you want to show copies of your vehicle, say there was a rollover, and you just want to clone portions of the cloud, you could do that very quickly and just drop them in different places in your scene if you wanted to show a rollover, for example. So this is my favorite filter right here, and this is actually the blur colors feature. What I found is I've tried to experiment with this, turning all these on and off, and I really just like the default settings. So I'm going to click Apply Filter, and it actually works rather quickly. But what you'll notice is that if I hide the limit box, that the blurring that happens is actually quite good. It does a really nice job of helping to clean out some of the speckles. So if I turn this one back on, we could process it again if we wanted to. Sorry. But you can see, as we move in here, you can see how the blurring really makes it look much more lifelike. I found that this was actually an older scan, but I found that I like it quite a bit. The default settings are good. You can see the difference as we zoom in. You can see the difference in the quality of the point cloud. It removes some of those speckled things that we usually see in the scans. Let's take just a minute to take a look at rendering and how we can now render within the Max environment. We could before, but now it actually renders quite a bit better. So if we hit render with the default settings here, So we can watch, and we notice that our quality really isn't very good. So if we increase our maximum point size, say to 5, and render, it gets a little better, right? We could also increase our point scaling here to 5. Now our scan starts to look better. If we increase the points per pixel detail, say we increase this to 3 and render again, you'll notice a significant jump in the render time as you get higher here, but you'll also notice a significant improvement in the render itself as far as the quality. So these settings are quite good. I would recommend using these as you are working with your scans. This is a little different now with the file import settings. It used to be that you could open a saved C2M file and load just a certain number of points. You can no longer do that. So basically, if you want to reduce your file size, you're going to do it when you first import your file, which is the PTS file. So if you want to reduce it, you need to do it here, do a few tests, and see how well the file comes in, and then use that as your setting going forward.